Now let's just move on to the next question, which says that two dice, one blue and one grey, are thrown at the same time. Write down all the possible outcomes. What is the probability that the sum of the other two numbers appearing on the top of the dice is nothing but 8? So first of all, we have to write down all the possible outcomes that can occur after throwing the two dice, and further we have to find out the probability that the sum of the other two numbers appearing on the top of the dice in both the dice is nothing but is the equal to 8. So let us suppose if I am starting with writing down all the possible outcomes after throwing these two dice, one blue and one grey. So let us suppose if I am starting with throwing a blue die. So let us suppose if I'll throw a blue die, then a number 1 can occur or a number 1 occur, and if I'll throw a grey die, so any number can occur, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it means that we can make a combination of 1 and 1, we can make a combination of 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, and so goes on. So let's just see how this is possible. So let us suppose if I am taking such a representation in which I am taking this one as nothing but a blue die. So let us suppose if I am considering as a blue die, and I am considering this one as nothing but grey. Let us suppose I am considering this one as nothing but grey. So first of all, if I am saying the possible outcomes for the blue is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and similarly the possible outcomes for the grey would be nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, I am starting with the very first one. So if a number 1 can occur on the blue die, then it means that any number can be possible out of these 6 on the grey die. So it means we can make a combination 1, 1, so this is very first outcome, 1, 1, then we can have 1, 2, so we have 1, 2, then we can have 1, 3, so this is 1, 3, similarly we can have 1, 4, so this is nothing but 1, 4, and then we can have 1, 5, so this would be 1, 5, then we can have 1, 6, so this is 1, 6. So this is the combination for the number 1 if occur on the face of a blue die. So let us suppose if I am saying that a number 2 can occur on the face of a blue die, then similarly just like we did for the number 1 on the blue die, we can do for the number 2 on the blue die as well. Means if I'm talking about the number 2's occurrence on the face of a blue die, then it can be 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, because if I'm fixing the number that can occur on the face of the blue die, then I am taking the different numbers that are possible that can occur on the grey die as nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And similarly, in the same way, if I am taking or fixing the number 3's occurrence on the face of the blue die, then the grey die can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And similarly, if I'm talking about the number 4, then it can be 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. Similarly, 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, and so goes on. So it means that the total number of, let us suppose if I'll write it over here, the total number of possible outcomes, the total number of the possible outcomes, they are nothing but 6 into 6. So the 6 are the possible outcomes for the blue die, 6 are the possible outcomes for the grey die. So the total is nothing but 6 into 6, which is 36. So as you can count, these are the total 36 possible outcomes which can occur when we will throw the two dice together, that is nothing but blue and grey. Now let's just talk about the second part. We just have to find out the probability that the sum on the two faces of the die should be nothing but 8, So let's just see which of these pairs are actually giving the sum as nothing but 8 if occur, or if the numbers occur on the face of the die as nothing but, their sum should be nothing but 8. So as you can see, if I'm starting with this number, we have 2, 6. If we'll add these two numbers, 2 and 6 means a number 2 on the blue die, a number 6 on the grey die. If I'll add both of them, this is nothing but giving us a 8. So hence it means that this is nothing but the favorable outcome to the sum of the numbers occur on the face of the die as 8. So this is my very first outcome. Let's just see other numbers as well. We can see we have 3, 5. 3, 5 means their sum is 8. Again we have 4, 4, their sum is again 8. 5, 3, their sum is 8. 6, 2, their sum is 8. It means that this particular numbers, so let us suppose if I'll take these numbers as this, so we can see over here these are the 5 possible outcomes that can occur in which the sum of the numbers that are occurring on the face of the 2 dice is nothing but 8. So let us suppose if I'm finding out the probability of it, but before that let E be the event, that the sum of the numbers occurring on the different dice is 8. Let E be the event that the sum of the numbers occurring on the different die is 8. Then it implies that the number of outcomes favorable to E are they are nothing but, let us suppose if I'll write a 6, 2, this is again 5, 3, we have 4, 4, we have 3, 5, we have 2, 6, and in total they are nothing but 5. So number of outcomes that are favorable to E are nothing but 5. As you can count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is 5. So it implies the probability of getting E is nothing but number of favorable outcomes to E, which is 5 divided by the total number of the outcomes. Total number of outcomes are nothing but 36. Hence the answer for this one is nothing but 5 by 36. So this is all about this question. I hope all the steps related to this one is all clear to you.